Hi, Peter Eddie here. I'm smiling, but I wanted you to know I'm doing a rant video right now. And this is about a radio station that was having a contest today. I won some contest in different radio stations. Let me explain something. I'm a resident of New York City. And I mostly play, when I play in a contest, I mostly play from Q104.3. I play sometimes, the Jim Kerr show in the morning. And then there's the 3 at 3 with Ken Dasher. And then there's Jerry Markell. He does Fridays. And sometimes I win. I won Paul McCartney tickets. About 2 years ago, when Paul McCartney was at MetLife, I won tickets from Jim Kerr show. There was a question. It was a Thursday night thing, and there was a question. And the question was, now if you're a Beatle fan, you're gonna know the answer. The question was, going back to the White Album, which is my favorite Beatle album. It was released a day before my 13th birthday, and I bought the copy of that on release day. I played it about 4 times that day. So anyway, I love that album. But anyway, the question was, going back to the White Album, in the song Glass Onion, who was Paul? Now, of course, everybody knows, especially if you're a Beatle fan, that Paul in the song was the walrus. The lyrics says, now here's another clue for you all. The walrus was Paul. And they had a guy before me, and the guy said, there's one guy before you. If he doesn't get it, then I'll call you. Then you'll be on. So, of course, they got the guy before me, and I was praying, please don't get it. Please don't get it. So they asked him the question, going back to the White Album, who was Paul in the song Glass Onion? And he starts saying, who was Paul? Like he's confused. And I said, all right, I got this one. And I'm next, and I won. And I saw Paul McCartney at MetLife. I won a couple of times, won other things. Now, there's a radio station that's situated in Nassau County. The radio station this is my rant. The radio station is WBAB. And this weekend, they're giving away for the 20th caller. They're doing it all weekend, like every 2 hours. For the 20th caller, tickets for the Foo Fighters at Citi Field in July. So I played. At the 11 o'clock hour, they get to me. Now, I live in New York City. I know the rule is that you have to be a resident of Nassau or Suffolk County, but the thing is like this. I called this radio station a couple months ago, and they told me that either you got to be a resident of Nassau or Suffolk County, or you have to work in Nassau or Suffolk County. Now, even though I'm a resident of New York City, I do work in Nassau County. And I explained that to him when he was taking my information. So he took my name, my phone number, my address, my email address, and my birth date. And he says to me, of course, I'm giving him my address in New York City. I'm not giving him my work address. He didn't ask for my work address. It's where I live. And he says to me, I'm sorry, you're not eligible. And I started trying to explain to him, but they wanted to tell me, they told me 2 months ago that you could be a resident of Nassau or Suffolk, but also you could work there. And he wasn't even on the line anymore. He just went to the next person. And I've been trying to call and explain this to them, and they're not picking up the phone. I'm going to have to wait. I don't really think it's right, because I know they told me that if you work in Nassau or Suffolk, that you would win. Now, I was the 20th caller. I should have won. Well, he gave it to someone else. That burns me up, because they told me this, and the thing that's really getting to me is I had my friend, which I'm probably going to go with him to this concert. And my friend lives in Nassau County, and he was with me when I was on the phone. I could have put him on the phone. They would have taken his information, and then we would have had the tickets, because he does live in Nassau County. And he was with me. He was standing right next to me the whole time. But even if he wasn't with me, they told me that if you work in Nassau County, then you're eligible. So I figured, why give the phone to him? He won another ticket a while ago. We won tickets for ELO in September. Same station. Because when they had his information, they took it. It was all right. So that worked. And we don't have the tickets yet, because it's in September. But he won. I'm going with him. I'll be going with him this time too. Could have used him. Could have used his information. I could have even said I was him. I know where he lives. I know his address. I know his phone number, his date of birth. I know it all. They don't know my voice. And I don't want to lie. But he was standing right next to me. And they didn't. And I was the 20th caller. The 20th caller! I should have won. I'm burning. It's not right. Now, I'm calling to the station. I want to explain to them. I think if I call in the 3 o'clock hour, someone's going to pick up, because it'll be a different DJ. I don't know what he's going to do for me. I tell him the story, but I don't know what he's going to do for me. I'm going to probably have to wait for tomorrow when the offices open and talk to them. I don't know what they're going to do for me. They're just going to probably say, I'm sorry. They might even say that's wrong information. That, you have to just live in Nassau County. You can't work in Nassau County. You have to live there. And then I'm screwed. But if I would have known that all this information, and would have known I had my friend with me, he could have did it. There's a couple more times that they're going to do this contest. I think the 3 o'clock hour and the 5 o'clock hour. Maybe we'll just try again and just give him my friend's information, and then we'll win anyway. But we had to be the 20th caller. But anyway, so that's the story. That's the story. I'm mad. I don't understand the station. And the station, they don't even hear you. They don't want to hear you. Just, you're not eligible. I told him before we even started that I work in Nassau County. It went over his head. He didn't care. He didn't even hear it. He was just taking my information. He said, "We'll see if it works." I asked him if I won. He said, "I'll let you know." He put all the information in. I said, "I'm sorry, you're not eligible. Goodbye, next person." But that's not right. Let me explain something to you. Let me explain what your very station told me. I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm actually mad. I'll try later. Maybe I'll try the 3 o'clock hour when there's a new DJ. Maybe he'll pick up. I don't know what's going to happen. And then I'll try. If that doesn't happen, I'll try the next day when the office is open. I'll try talking to them. I'll explain the story to them, and I'll see what happens. I don't know if anything's going to happen. They just might tell me, no, it's no good. You have to be a resident, and that's it. So that's my rant. 104.3. They're very, very busy. The problem over there, you got to be a 25th caller. This station, this other station, it'd be the 20th caller. 104.3, you got to be the 25th caller. But the problem there is that so many people are calling, you can't get through. You can hardly get through. One time, a couple of weeks ago, I tried. Had to be the 25th caller. I was the 24th caller. That burned me up too. Imagine that. 24th caller. And you had to be the 25th caller to win. I didn't win. But that's legitimate. I wasn't the 25th caller. What can I do? Most of the times you can't even get through. It's just a busy signal. They're so very busy with this station in New York. But you know what? They'll take anybody. They don't say you have to be a New York resident to play. They have online. They have the app that you can hear them from all over. You can hear them in Alaska. Someone called from Alaska and won. They just give them the tickets. I don't understand this rule that you have to be a resident of Nassau County or Suffolk County. Okay. I don't understand that rule. Why? Why can't you be from anywhere? Anyway, that's my rant. I want your opinion. What do you think of this? Do you think it's right? Do you think maybe, is it right that he took all the time to get all my information to tell me I wasn't eligible? Couldn't he wait another minute while I'm talking to ask a question and explain, the situation that you guys told me 2 months ago that if I worked in Nassau County, that's good enough? No, he's going to go to the next person because I guess he's limited on time and he wants to do it before people hang up. I don't know what it is. But I'm not finished with this. I'm going to be calling later, and I'm going to be calling. If that doesn't work, I'm calling tomorrow. I'm going to call the office. Tomorrow's Monday. People are going to be in, and I'll see what they say. But I want to hear from you. What do you think about this? Do you think it's right to do that? What do you think? Could you give me some comments? I'd like to know. Because I'm mad. Like that movie, Network. There's an old movie. Go to the window and say, I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Well, I am. I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Okay, maybe I'm not that mad, but okay. But I think it's totally wrong. It's wrong. I won. I was the 20th caller. It's not right. Okay. Tell me what you think, okay? Take care, bye.